I just got baptized today. Again, I actually got baptized twice because the recording wasn't even recorded. And God is so good. It doesn't make any sense. If you're unfamiliar, I was already a Christian. I've already been baptized when I was younger. I made a decision to go with my sister and a friend of ours to get him baptized and saved. And we did, and we went together. That was a couple years ago, I think in 2018. But this year, I decided to get baptized again, just because I felt that I resonated with what the pastor was saying as far as needing a new start and to revitalize my spirit to actually use what's on the inside of me and actually be spread the good news about God. I don't even know. I'm so lost, starstruck, whatever you want to call it. But God has always been good in my life. God has always already been good, but I've never, I wouldn't say ashamed, but I haven't been unashamed of the gospel to be just saying it out loud because we're young and it's not cool and it's not a thing that we do in our generation. You just kind of know about it and say you're a Christian and God or whatever. And yeah.
That's coming out, girl. You want one?
Yeah, I'll take one.
Girl, with that, going through fast now.
All right. And it's not, and it's not cool. I hope she sees this video and sees herself. I wonder what she's gonna say. But it's not usually that cool to profess about God because people feel uncomfortable. They disagree. They have different opinions, and that's okay. But as for me, I'm gonna do it anyway because my life is gonna be proof. People always want to use money and money. Hold on. Okay. People always want to use money and things that you have, materialistic things, as success. And I already know my life is already going to be filled with that, but it's just going to be different in a different way. It's not going to just be me that my life is going to be shown successful. The materials and the money and the success that I do gain is going to be for the people of the world. So I'm going to grind. I'm about to grind so hard as I can possibly do in the right way. And then I'm also going to do it in a way that pleases the Lord. Just because I wouldn't have gotten here without God. All 4,100, however many ever I have on whatever channel I put this on. Just because at the moment I don't even know. And my gaming channel that's going crazy. Literally last night, today is October 9th, 2022. Last night I was streaming and it was literally an overflow of people just coming in, supporting, having fun, talking about whatever. There was even negative people in there that we made and changed their mind positive. And that's just the group that I have on my gaming community. Cause that's what I wanted it to be about. You know, people come with whatever you have on your heart. But when you come into our environment, our area, our, atmosphere, it changes. And that's what I want. And that's what I'm going to do. But today I got baptized twice. And it was intentional but unintentional. And the second time I went under, the spirit felt so heavy. And it's not like demonic spirit or nothing like that. But the Holy Spirit, it didn't feel like, it felt like you put a weight vest on. And I'm just trying to breathe. And I'm so grateful. And I'm just crying. Just because he already was speaking to my heart as I was watching the word today. And so I decided I'm just going to do it even though I've already been baptized. And my mom said, you've already been baptized. And I'm just like, I know, but I want to be obedient to what the Holy Spirit is asking me because whatever's coming forward after this video, months later, before the end of this year for one, and then years later upon years, when I see maybe collaborating with Mr. Beast and bigger than Mr. Beast, who knows, as big as, who cares, even though that's not even, the goal, but, just like that will catch people's attention for them to know that God is real in anybody's life, and it can happen to a black YouTuber, a black person, a brown person, an Asian person, a white person. It doesn't matter what color you are, it can happen to you if that's the will for God's life for you. I was already put in this position, put in this platform. Who knows where he's going to take my life? It may not even be that. But I know I'm going to exceed and excel wherever I'm at, and whoever I'm with, and the team that I create and I have around me. So this is just a testimony, honestly, to what's going to come in the future. That I don't know what's going to happen, but I know what's going to happen. You guys are going to watch what happened and be able to hopefully participate. I hope that I can touch every single person that's ever watched, that's ever a part of this journey with me. I hope that I can touch every single person, because I know what it's like to be a watcher and wish that was me. I know what it's like to be living in humility, being humble, and just grinding and trying to make a way and wanting more for yourself. I know what it's like to have a misconception of what success is and where my life should be and how rich I should be so I can have this certain status. I was still toggling between those two realities. And so I know what it's like to have none, and I'm ready to see what it's like to have plenty, but I want to have plenty to give more, to give plenty, because I know that feeling, and I know that there's somebody hopefully sitting watching this video, knowing that their future is gonna have more but doesn't know when, wanting their future to have more and doesn't know when or if it's ever gonna happen, not having hope, thinking that this is last leg, thinking that they're just stuck wherever they're at, whether it's being stuck in their own business, as far as stuck in their own entrepreneurial journey, or stuck in their own 9-to-5, or stuck with no job, stuck with no dream, not knowing what you're gonna do. So I just want to be that kind of messenger, that kind of middleman, that kind of flips the world's method of what success is, what love is, what giving away is, what positive energy is, and also show the world that no human is perfect. No human is perfect, but we all progress, and I want to show the progression of all of us, whoever comes on my channel, even myself, decisions you make, and just being obedient to God, and how greatly it can reward you. And then if you try it on your own, that it can reward you in that same way. But I just want to be another of the many examples that's been around on our earth for thousands of years. But I want to be a queen-like leader, and I've said this in my prayers before, but I want to be a leader that has a heart after God and also can lead people in a just and right way. So where anybody around me, anybody in my community, anybody outside of my community that wants to come into it will be able to be prosperous just by being in the atmosphere, like being blessed just by being in the atmosphere of us because of God. So yeah, y'all are gonna see. It's gonna sound really religious or superstitious right now, or whatever people like to call it. But I know what I believe. I know what I've been believing for this entire time, and I know what I can show you guys, and I know what God can use me to show you guys that it is true. And even if I only get one person who believes out of all this throughout all the years of whatever success or fame, or I really don't want fame, but it's gonna come with it if I want to touch a lot of people. But however much popularity or eyes I get in front of, if I only get one person throughout my whole journey, I consider that successful, because the Lord, Jesus said, if got 99 sheep, but he went and got the one, and heaven rejoiced for that one. So it's like, I hope I get to be that person. Don't quote me, and I'll probably find the verse so you guys can see exactly what I was just trying to say, because I'm just overwhelmed right now. I'm really happy. And I'm more happy that I actually obeyed the Lord to get baptized. And it was in the tub. I got baptized in my mom's tub. So you don't have to have a lake. You don't have to be at the church. I mean, not a lake. It could be at the lake. You don't have to be at a church. You can do it in the pool. You can do it in your backyard. You can do it in your jacuzzi. I did it in the tub. I mean, in my own home. All you need is another believer, somebody who believes with God, has walked with God, and is willing to baptize you. So and that was my mom. My mom was my main role model to walk with Jesus. She's had a wonderful she's had a wonderful life. She obviously had her challenges, but God has always provided her with what I feel like is a content and a well-off life where she's not needing for anything. And he constantly provides. She waits on him to provide for her, and he always is on time with her. So that she's literally lacked nothing, taking care of all of her kids, all of us, all my siblings. And we've been good. And that my whole life has been a testament of what God can do by just me watching her life. And so that's the same example that I want to give you guys, because it gives you an opportunity to choose who you're going to serve. But you cannot say that you never had an example in your life, because I want to try and be that person that you can watch and see God show up. I'm going to try to be as transparent as I can, even in the bad times where I talk to God and ask God of things that I'm struggling with, and he still decides to show up because he gives you grace and mercy. That just recently happened to me a couple days ago. So, and I'll share that story if you guys actually want it. Or if the Holy Spirit tells me to tell it, I'll tell it even if you guys don't want it. So, I did a lot of crying today. Not crying like, sad crying, but just tears that, like, I'll look like this and tears are just coming out because my spirit is overjoyed with happiness, and it was moving me to do what I did today, so I'm grateful. I'll show the video. I don't know if I'm put the video before this part of the video or after this, but so you guys me getting baptized in the tub and that, and then just be along with me on this whole journey of what I'm gonna do, what me and my sister are gonna do, and anybody else who's a part of the team is gonna do. So I love you guys with all my heart and soul, those who are here now and those who are here to come, depending on whenever you see this. I will make my best effort, God willing and God permitting, because I only want to follow what God tells me to do, that I'll be able to bless any single person, regardless if it's with materialistic things, with words, with actions, or just with what you watch me do. Bless you in any kind of way, from just hearing, seeing, and touching. That my life is an example that can bless you and inspire you to lead your own life and bless others, and it just becomes a tree, an umbrella of just blessings that come down. So yeah, I feel like I'm rambling now. So yeah, I love you guys, and I guess this is gonna be my whole video. So I'll see you guys on the next video.